Thank you so much for doing this. This was wonderful. It was dark. It was mysterious. I was screaming at the TV like, no, don't do it. There's so many elements that I loved about this genre, and especially this is all Black cast and everything. So I was wondering, what was it about for both of you, your characters, that you found most mysterious?
You go, Nathaniel.
For me, Derek, I feel like his past is quite mysterious. We don't know too much about his past.
Mm-hmm.
And just I don't know, like I guess what's most mysterious about Derek? That's a great question. It's really making me think here.
Well, I think for what we were just saying, no?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, because we were discussing how he's just a regular guy who kind of got involved with the situation, and how, he's supposed to be here trusting, his teacher, someone who he should be able to trust. And what had happened to him, I mean, it's crazy that someone that you're supposed to trust, you're supposed to be able to trust, is, kind of twisted in a way. I mean, he didn't know that. But Derek is, I don't know. I can't even really, I might have to come back. Lesley-Ann, let's hear your answer. I might be able to come back. Let me think.
I think what's mysterious about Abby is, what happened obviously in her past. What's the secret? What is her secret? And is it just the one time she did it, or is it something that she has done before, or is it something that has happened to her and she is repeating a cycle of trauma? And I think the biggest mystery is, what is the darkness that the lake speaks to? Like, what is that intangible thing, that makes her make these horrible decisions?
Wonderful. Any other follow-up for Nathaniel?
I think I thought it's a little something.
Okay.
Something I find mysterious about maybe Derek's decisions throughout the the story. I feel like Derek is aware of certain things, but he's still going back to the trust thing. He still kind of second guesses himself and still goes through with it because, again, he believes in his teacher. He trusts his teacher, which he should be able to. So I find that, I guess, quite mysterious. Why second guess yourself?
Right. I like that one. Now, for you, Lesley-Ann, I was wondering, the lake itself is very transformative, that we know. Do you feel that the lake represents what your true nature is, and that it takes, because you were looking for something of renewal, and we know that you're running away from your past, that it transformed you more than, say, other people that we know that it ends up killing?
I think the lake called her from wherever she came from, right? So that's the thing. I think she is someone that she's never felt like comfortable in her marriage and her friendships, obviously in her previous school. I think what she essentially thought she was running away from, she was running to. And what she eventually transforms into, which is this thing that she was always meant to be, sadly. But there's that creature inside of her, and then there's Abby. And at different times in the vignette, they're battling each other, right? They're fighting, they're trying to, one's maybe got the upper hand and she's able to win on that day, but then on other days, the coal is so strong that she has to go for a swim and she has to immerse herself, There's a part of the story actually that doesn't make it into this cut, which, But there was a really big part of like, it's kind of gruesome that was left out. And but that just speaks to, I guess it's like this gradual losing the war. She's just like gradually losing the war with this creature, right? Which is essentially her.
Now for Nathaniel, you're told repeatedly, I think all through your life, don't go into the lake. It's bad. We don't know why, but don't do it. What guided you into it? Was it your wanting to please the teacher, or was it wanting to kind of not believe what everyone else was saying about the lake? Because you're hesitant, and I see you struggle a little bit.
Yeah, and again, I think that's the battle that Derek is having throughout the whole story, you know, because he is in a relationship and he senses these you know, this seductive kind of attitude to, from his teacher, and it's recognizable. He recognizes it, but still every day he continues to show up, kind of thing. So I do think that is definitely a battle that's going on in his head, and up till like the very end, he's still battling. He's still questioning, you know, what he's been told all these years. But someone is coming into his life, someone that he's supposed to be able to trust, and it goes back to the trusting. He feels he can trust his teacher, which any student should, you know. So he's hearing these things from his teacher, so he's slowly being seduced and persuaded to do things that he doesn't normally do. So I do think it's a constant battle for Derek.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for speaking with me. I truly enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day. I will tell everyone to watch this.
Thank you so much, Dana.
No problem.